Decide to fight for myself every match. And I didn't say a word.
Jade Cargill opens up about recent fan interaction in Paris. The last few weeks have been interesting for Jade Cargill. Not only did she make her emphatic return at Elimination Chamber, but she also exposed her attacker, Naomi. She has a lot to talk about when it comes to WWE, but recently she opened up about something that happened outside the squared circle. With WWE in the middle of its European tour, a number of superstars have made the trip overseas, Jade Cargill included. The Storm is currently signed to the SmackDown brand, but recently she was spotted in Paris, which is not on the schedule for the tour. Of course, there is a lot of free time between shows, so it isn't all that surprising to see Cargill in Paris. However, it is here that she had a very wholesome interaction with a fan. While walking the streets of the French capital, the former women's tag team champion met a fan wearing her t-shirt. The fan took a picture with Jade Cargill and later tweeted about it, ecstatic over meeting one of his favorite WWE superstars. Cargill responded to the tweet, commenting that the interaction made her entire day. Such interactions are what makes the WWE so amazing. One can never tell when they will run into a superstar and the impact it can have. Jade Cargill set to take on Liv Morgan this week on SmackDown. Jade Cargill finds herself surrounded by drama in WWE. The issues with Naomi and Bianca Belair aside, she also has problems with Liv Morgan of the Judgment Day. Before Naomi was exposed, both Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were suspected to have attacked her. While that appeared not to be the case, it didn't stop the former women's world champion from mocking Cargill on last week's episode of SmackDown. This did not sit well with the 32-year-old who quickly challenged the former women's world champion to a match. The two will now go head-to-head this Friday, as SmackDown heads to Bologna, Italy, in what will be Cargill's in-ring return since her hiatus. Hopefully, she isn't suffering from any ring rust, because Liv Morgan will look to take any advantage she can get. Update on Jade Cargill. Following rumors of backstage heat, Jade Cargill has been the talk of the town ever since reports of her backstage issues came to light. However, as per a new update, the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion has had no issues on SmackDown since her return. The former AEW star was on the sidelines for nearly 3 months following a mysterious attack. She made her return at Elimination Chamber, where she went after Naomi. However, her return was followed by rumors of a backstage incident that occurred a few months ago. It was noted that Jade had heat with a few of her female co-workers and nearly got involved in a brawl with Shayna Baszler. Fightful Select provided an update on the situation, noting that things have been going well with Jade Cargill since her return. If the report is to be believed, there have been no issues with Jade on SmackDown in the last 2 weeks, and people are happy with how her segments have gone. Jade Cargill will be in action on WWE SmackDown. Jade Cargill signed with WWE in 2023 with a lot of hype behind her. However, she has not competed in many matches in nearly 2 years with the company, with most of her bouts coming on the live circuit. The former AEW star was limited to the tag division upon making her debut in the global juggernaut. However, her singles push seems to be on the horizon as she is currently involved in a feud with Naomi that could lead to a one-on-one match between the two at WrestleMania 41. Jade will also be in action on the upcoming edition of SmackDown, where she will take on Liv Morgan in a singles match. This will be the powerhouse's first match on WWE programming in over 4 months. She was last seen in action in November when she and Bianca Belair defeated Liv and Raquel Rodriguez to retain the Women's Tag Team Championship. However, a lot has changed since then, with Morgan and Rodriguez now holding the tag team gold.
Jade Cargill fires back at Rikishi for supporting Naomi's attack. Jade Cargill fired back at WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi today for supporting Naomi during her betrayal. The Glow took responsibility for Cargill's attack this past Friday night on SmackDown after the former AEW star returned to attack her during the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Rikishi is the father of Jimmy Uso, who is married to Naomi in real life. The veteran shared a clip from his Off the Top podcast on his Instagram story today, revealing that he will be supporting Naomi throughout this situation. Rikishi suggested that Cargill made a mistake by putting her hands on his daughter-in-law. The 32-year-old responded to the legend today on X and claimed that she didn't care what he had to say. She added that Naomi deserved everything that was coming to her, and you can check out the NSFW message by clicking here. Bianca Belair was in a tag team with Jade Cargill when she was brutally attacked on the November 22, 2024, episode of WWE SmackDown. Belair won the Women's Elimination Chamber match to earn a title match at WrestleMania. The 35-year-old will be challenging for the Women's World Championship at the Show of Shows next month. Former WWE manager reacts to Naomi admitting she was behind Jade Cargill's attack. Wrestling legend Dutch Mantel recently commented on Naomi admitting she was the one who attacked Jade Cargill last year on WWE SmackDown. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro Down show, Mantel noted that the veteran's reason for the attack made sense. The veteran stated the 37-year-old wanted the former TBS champion out of the way so she could be in a tag team with Bianca Belair. But she gave a reason. She gave a reason because she thought Jade, was in the way of her and Bianca, which kind of makes sense, and she didn't want to accept the thought she was between them, which gives a little bit of a reason why she did it. Jade Cargill has not competed since the November 11, 2024, episode of WWE Raw. It will be fascinating to see how she goes about getting her revenge on Naomi on the road to WWE WrestleMania 41. After Jade Cargill, Naomi to secretly attack another major WWE star due to recent events. Exploring the possibility, WWE superstar Naomi recently revealed herself as Jade Cargill's mystery attacker. The Glow said that she acted for the sake of her friend Bianca Belair, as she couldn't see the storm leech off her success. Interestingly, there is a chance that the SmackDown star could now secretly attack Io Sky for the same reason. The Women's World Champion recently did an in-ring segment with the est of WWE and Rhea Ripley. Mommy asked Belair why she was sitting at ringside for their match and accused her of helping Io Sky. Ripley also said that Belair should have minded her business with Naomi and Jade Cargill instead of meddling in hers. The Damage Control member tried to stop the other two wrestlers from arguing but was shoved aside by Mommy. Sky tried again but was shoved away by Bianca Belair this time. In response, the Japanese superstar slapped both of them, reminding them that she was the Women's World Champion and wouldn't tolerate any disrespect. While Io Sky was seemingly in the right for dealing with Ripley and Belair the way she did, this might not sit well with Naomi. The Glow could secretly attack the Damage Control member for the sake of her friend, just the way she assaulted Cargill. While this is a big possibility, all of this is speculation so far. Naomi and Jade Cargill could face each other at WrestleMania 41. Naomi had been enjoying a lot of success in WWE till Jade Cargill returned to the company. The Glow was the women's tag team champion alongside her friend Bianca Belair. She also received title matches against former WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax. While Naomi suffered defeat in her match with the Irresistible Force and later lost the tag team title to Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, her championship hopes were still alive due to the Elimination Chamber. But the Storm's sudden assault sidelined her from the match. This was followed by another brutal attack by Jade Cargill moments after she confessed to ambushing her. On top of it, the friend for whom she did all of it, Bianca Belair, has also abandoned her. This could make her snap, causing her to ambush the Storm once again and turn heel. The former AEW star would be prepared this time, and the ambush could turn into a backstage brawl. Stopping the fight, Nick Aldis could book both women in a singles match at WrestleMania 41. It will be interesting to see what lies ahead for the two superstars. Jade Cargill, Ronda Rousey, and others react to major WWE stars' massive career announcement. Jade Cargill, Ronda Rousey, and others have reacted